The following portion of Daytime Blue Ridge is sponsored by
the Hearing Center at Hollins Communications Research Institute in Southwest Virginia examines how science plays a key role in enhancing the hearing quality for new and existing clients. Dr. Ronald Webster is the president of the Hollins Communication Research Institute and joins me now with more. Welcome to the show. Great to have you.
Hey, Natalie. Great to be with you.
Good. Well, let's talk a little bit about what you do at the Hearing Center, because it's very complicated. You use math and science.
And engineering.
And engineering.
Yes. Our senses are incredible. Absolutely. They're miraculous. For example, you and I hear all sorts of sounds. The softest sounds that healthy ears can hear take about the same amount of energy as it takes to move one molecule of air the distance of that molecule.
Okay.
So that means almost no sound we can hear with healthy ears. And then we're standing near a jet plane and we're getting sound at a pressure level that's damaging and hurting. So we have this range that's impossible to understand almost. You and I deal in a world where all the units are the same. An inch here is the same as an inch here.
Sure.
When we go to hearing, it's like we have a rubber ruler that's not very stretchy on this end, but it's very stretchy on the other end, so the units all change in size. And so one of the magnificent things about understanding the math behind our hearing is that we're able to make measurements at the lowest levels where the sound units are very small and extrapolate to higher levels where the sound units are of a different size and make it all work.
Wow.
And this is sort of like lifting the curtain on what's going on behind your hearing test.
You're blowing my mind here a little bit. So how does that translate to the patient? How can you help them with this knowledge?
It means that we are now entering the realm of precision, and precision counts. If we're testing your hearing and we're not extremely precise in how we determine your hearing loss, if you have any, then we can't stand a good chance of fitting a hearing instrument that will compensate for your hearing loss.
Okay. So is that why when I'm taking my hearing test, I hear like the very soft, like bell sounds to a very high-pitched? I'm hearing all sorts of different
Yes, we want to test you with different frequencies of sound to cover the whole range of human communication, which means from about 20 cycles per second up to maybe 8,000. And we want to be sure that we have a reading of your sensitivity to each of those sounds, because that's the information we have to use to go up this magical numerical scale to make your hearing aid work for you up here.
Okay.
And so it's a matter of understanding the math, but also understanding the technology behind the hearing instrument itself, so it can be adjusted precisely to your hearing loss profile.
That is wild. Yeah, because we were talking earlier in the break that, if you had something 3 years ago, it's now completely changed, right?
It's so different now. For example, many of the new hearing aids come with rechargeable batteries. So if you have fumble fingers, and for any reason like neuropathy or just a general decline in health, you don't have to fuss with these tiny little batteries anymore. It's like your cell phone. You simply put your hearing aids in the charger overnight, they're good to go the next day.
Really?
The hearing instruments are so smart that remote controls generally aren't needed. If you live in a complex acoustic world, maybe going to Sunday school classes and then church and then singing and perhaps playing a musical instrument, and then you're talking in a noisy environment like a restaurant, your hearing aid is so smart now, it will figure out exactly what you need for your hearing loss profile. So you will be hearing, and you will be able to hear in noisy environments that you couldn't hear in before. No,
that's
absolutely
amazing.
not.
All right, if people want more information and want to get their hearing checked, how do they reach you?
They can call us at 265-5665, and we'll be happy to talk with them. And we do provide complimentary hearing tests for people. It's a public service.
Well, thank you for what you're doing, Dr. Webster. It's good seeing you again.
Terrific to be with you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Okay.